This video is on volume of prisms and cylinders. So for volume, we're just talking about the amount of space that an object takes up. Since we're talking about three-dimensional objects, our units are going to be cubed. So we have centimeters cubed or feet cubed. So basically all of our units are going to be raised to the third power. For volume of a right prism, we have volume equals base times height. Notice the B, though, is capitalized. That means we want the area of the base shape. So if the base shape is a triangle, we want to use the area formula for our triangles. If the base shape is a trapezoid, we want the area formula for the trapezoid. Then we take those and we multiply them by the height. For your volume of a right cylinder, you have V equals pi r squared times h. That goes along with the volume of a right prism, where that base area for a cylinder is a circle, and our area formula for a circle is pi r squared. So let's take a look at one of our examples here. We have a right triangular prism. So if we take a look at this, our right triangular prism, notice the right triangle that shows up throughout the entire shape from top to bottom, right? It's missing one side. So we have to do Pythagorean theorem in order to find that missing side because we can't do our area formula without it. So we have 12 squared plus x squared equals 15 squared. So that's 144 plus x squared equals 225. 225 minus 144 is going to give us 81, and the square root of 81 is just 9. So now that we have that, we're able to figure out our area of our base shape. So the area of our base shape is going to be 1/2 base times height. So that's 1/2 12 times 9. So half of 12 is just 6. 6 times 9 is 54. So that's 54 centimeters squared, since our units were in centimeters. The volume we said was base area times height. That's where this 10 is coming in. The 10 is the height of the entire object. So we're going to take the 54 and plug it in for the base area and multiply it by the height of our prism. So 54 times 10 is just 540 centimeters cubed. Another example that we have is a right cylinder. So if we take a look at this one, we know that for a right cylinder, we're going to be doing pi r squared times h. Well, we have the diameter here. If the diameter is 8, we can take 8 and divide it by 2. So our radius is just 4. Now notice the circle is showing it both sides, here and here, right? That means that our base shape is a circle. And the 17 is the height that we're going to use. So if we plug in our numbers, we get pi times 4 squared times 17. So I'm going to leave my answer in terms of pi. If you need to change it based on directions, if they say to the nearest tenth, you can just multiply by 3.14 when you are done. So I'm going to do 4 squared, we get 16. So I have 16 times 17 is going to give me a volume of 272 pi. And we don't have any units written, so we're going to write units cubed.